Yo, what up? What up? What up, man? Luckily, I was checking the chat, man, because I was already getting into my bag, man. I was already getting in my bag. What's up, everybody? Yo, what up? Yo, everybody, make sure you hit that like button, man. Hopefully, you can hear me now, right? You know what I mean? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, man? Yeah? Y'all hear me now? If you don't hear me now, let me know. Are we good? Can y'all hear me? Okay, we good? Tell me in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Before we get started. It looks like the sound is working. Are we good? Yeah, the sound's on, man. Y'all wildin', man. Stop, man. Y'all had me worried for a second there. Thought the sound wasn't on. But, man, let's get to it. Now, today we got some interesting topics to talk about, man. One of the first things we're going to talk about, obviously by the background, is the Nipsey Hussle trial. So the Nipsey Hussle trial began this week. It began last week. And, you know what I'm saying, one of the key witnesses in the case took the stand today. Or yesterday, I should say. No, it was today, my bad. And she basically gave her testimony about Eric Holder's behavior leading up to the shooting death of Nipsey Hussle, man. So some really crazy stories, and the details she provided in court are interesting to say the least. You know what I mean? And she basically said some stuff about Eric Holder strong-arming her, man. But we'll get to that, right? Also, we're going to talk about this T.I. situation, right? So T.I. was his studio, somebody got shot outside, like straight drive-by or something like that. We're going to break down that story as well, because it's crazy to say the least. Then finally, we're going to talk about this tragedy in Harlem, man. The whole situation that went down in Harlem, man, with this dude who, can y'all hear me? Okay, cool. Y'all trolling, man. Funny, man. Yeah, run them likes up, man. Make sure you hit that like button, man. So, there was a young basketball player, man, a star basketball player. If you look at his stats, dude was a baller, you know what I'm saying? Who lost his life at a Father's Day cookout event that was hosted by a rapper by the name of Rich Reimer. Now, Rich Reimer, I see on his Instagram page, he's got a diplomat's chain, so I'm not sure if he's with Dipset or not, or he just does that to pay homage or whatever. But dude seems like, you know what I'm saying? Dude seems like he's trying to be remorseful, and he responded to the whole situation that took place, man. You know what I mean? Horrible situation. And like I said, all these stories are crazy on their own, but y'all do me a favor. Y'all make sure y'all run them likes up, hit that like button, and I'm going to shout out some of these cities in the chat, man. You know? What up? Who we got in the chat today? I already got B-More, Baltimore. What up, man? Opelika, Alabama. Where's that? 334 in the building. Sounds like Montgomery, right? I don't see Nola. New Orleans in the house. I see you. You know what I mean? What up? I see a lot of what up. Yo. I'm drinking my drink, man. That's what got me smacking my lips. Stop playing. You know what I mean? All right. DFW in the house. I see you, DFW. You know what I'm saying? I see you. You know, I see you. What else? Who else we got? We got St. Louis in the building. I see you, St. Louis. What's up? What up, St. Louis? Columbus, Ohio. What's up? The 614. What up? Buffalo, New York in the building. The 330. I see you. Auburn University. Okay, so that's where Opelika, Alabama is. Interesting. Jersey in the building, like always. What's up? 314. What up? Tigrit, Tennessee. Interesting. I've never even heard of that place. Interesting. 706 Elberton. What up? We got Montgomery, Alabama in the building. We got Baton Rouge. What's up? Portland, Jamaica in the building as always. What's up, man? What's cracking? Oh, y'all do me a favor. Everybody, man, make sure you hit that like button. Let's get the likes up to 100 likes, man, so we can send these alerts out. So people know that we back in business, man. We doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? So if everybody could just hit that like button for me right now, I'd appreciate it greatly. Portland, Jamaica again. I see Cleveland, the 216. What up? I see the 252. North Carolina in here. You know what I mean? I see the 502. Louisville, Kentucky. What up? Funny, man. Opelika, Alabama now. Interesting. Kenya's in the house. What up, Kenya? All the way from across the pond, huh? Great, man. I'm glad y'all showed up. So, all right, man. We trying to get up to 100 likes, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's hit that like button, man. Let's rock. St. Paul, Minnesota in the building, man. 651. Witty, we got your back. What's up, man? St. Paul, Minnesota. I appreciate that. Appreciate you guys on the check-in. What up? Baton Rouge, Louisiana in the building, the 225. You know what I mean? Grand Rapids, Michigan. I see you. Long live Dope B. Okay. Yeah, Dope B, man. It's been a while since I heard about Dope B, man. You know? That song that he had with T.I. Amazing. You know? Good mixtape. You know? Sad situation there. Chicago always in the building. What's up, Chicago? What up, Chi-Town? All right, man. So let's go ahead. What up, Naptown? All right, Indianapolis. You know I can't leave you out, man. 317, what up? The 618, East St. Louis, what up? Yo, what up, AZ King? What's up, man? What up, 56A's, West Palm? What up? What up, West Palm? Zone 6, Atlanta in the house, what's up? I see the 318. Long live Naptown, I see you. Bama in here heavy, what's up? All right, man, so let's get down to business, will we? You know what I mean? So in order for us to talk about, let's recap on what we're going to talk about. So we're going to start off, obviously, talking about the latest developments in the Nipsey Hussle case. Then we're going to move on to T.I's situation outside of his studio, where some dude got the drive-by pulled on him, you know what I mean? And then we're going to finally talk about that sad story out of Harlem, man. Horrible, man. A bright star, man, just, you know what I'm saying? Taken out like that, man. It's horrible. Horrible when you think about it, man. Now, let's go ahead and keep this official, man. Let's do what we got to do to get this thing started off right. Hey, what's up? What up, everybody, man? So let's get to this very first story. So Nipsey Hussle, man. Nipsey Hussle's trial has been going on the last couple of weeks, you know what I'm saying? And today, a witness testified that's pretty much a star witness in the case. It's a young lady by the name of, I want to say it's Brian Netta, you know what I mean? And she basically told the story of being the getaway driver. Like, she broke it down like being the getaway driver in this situation in court. And people are taking a lot from this situation. Now, for those of you who don't know, a guy by the name of Eric Holder is the suspect in this shooting. You know what I'm saying? He's the one who's being accused of taking Nipsey Hussle's life. You know? And so far, right now, Nipsey Hussle's, the prosecution in the case has a pretty much slam case. Like, it's almost like they got the video evidence. His attorneys is like he's a public defender. And he's basically saying that he's not even trying to battle the fact that Eric Holder shot Nipsey Hussle. Like, he already gave that up, right? And he's trying to say that it was a crime of passion. Or they trying to play that to the jury. You know what I'm saying? That's a crime of passion. I'm not buying it. Most people ain't buying it, man. Because he walked away, went inside the restaurant, and then came back. You know what I mean? In a crime of passion, when you're so shocked, it happens right in front of your face, and you just react. You didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not buying it, man. I don't think anybody is either. And this witness testified that it might have been, you know, according to what she said, they could be looking at this as premeditated murder, man. So let's actually talk about this news story, man. And this is the witness right here. Brian Netta Nicholson. You know, Brian Netta Nicholson. Brian Netta Nicholson. That's her right there, right? And based on the story, man, she's basically saying that, you know, dude was loaded the gun in front of her, all that. Like, he had plenty of time to think about what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? And I had this question. If he cocked the gun before he even went out there, and he had time to go into the restaurant, why in the world, like, why is he loading the gun? Like, why is he loading the gun unless he was already knew he was going to try to shoot Nipsey, man? I was scratching my head on that one, man. Because what reason would he have to load the weapon if he wasn't already thinking about shooting Nipsey, man? Now, let's actually look at the news story that covered the testimony that went down in court today, man. Now, let's look at this. So, I'm going to pull up this story, and y'all do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. And all right, from the New York Post. So I'm going to be quoting this story from the New York Post. And the headline of the story says this. It says, I saw Nipsey Hussle's accused killer load gun before murder witness. You know what I mean? And the witness that they're talking about is this Brynetta lady right here, right? Now, let's actually bring up this other picture that they had that I thought was interesting. You know, right here. Let me put this over. Right here. Where you see the car that was used as the getaway car in this situation. And she, on her own, based on her own testimony, was the driver, right? Now, the story goes on to say this. It says, Los Angeles, California. A former gal pal of Nipsey Hussle's accused killer testified Monday that she saw the murdered suspect loading bullets into a gun shortly before the beloved rapper was killed in front of his South Los Angeles store. I can't never get over the fact that Nipsey Hussle was shot in front of his own store, man. It's just horrible, man, horrible. Now, Brynetta Nicholson, who admitted on the stand that she had been intimate with the shooter, Eric Holder, also testified she heard her former fling say, in quotes, "Did you say I snitched?" before he stormed away, before he stormed away from Hussle outside his Marathon clothing store on March 31st, 2019. So she heard him say that, "Did you say I snitched?" So dude was already on one, it sounds like, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he already had the gun loaded. Like he was just looking for a reason. And that seems like the situation with a lot of this, right? Now, it also says this. It says that Nicholson and Holder, 32, were in the area that day after she drove him to get some food from a restaurant located in the same shopping center as Hussle's store. While doing so, they saw the rapper. During her testimony at Los Angeles Superior Court, Nicholson said she was excited to see Hussle, but Holder jumped out of the car first to talk to the 33-year-old rapper. Sound like some jealousy. You know what I'm saying? That sound like some jealousy. What do y'all think? That sound like some jealousy. Like if she in the car is like, oh my God, it's Nipsey. Yo, I can't wait to see him. I want to talk to him. And then he jumps out the car just on some aggressive stuff. You know what I mean? It sounds like straight up jealousy to me. You know what I'm saying? That's for real. That's what I take from this. Now it goes on to say this. During her testimony at Los Angeles Superior Court, Nicholson said she was, oh, my bad. In quotes, it says this. I saw him as soon as I turned into the parking lot and I said, oh, there go Nipsey. He's fine. See what I mean about that jealousy? This is in quotes. She said, oh, there goes Nipsey. He's fine. Eric Holder was not wearing a shirt when he got out and he went to Nipsey. I seen that in the video, man. And I can't show that video of him because, you know, it's YouTube doesn't like that video. I'll say that much, right? But when he walks into the restaurant, he ain't got no shirt on. I was like, okay, what in the world? Like he went into the restaurant to pick up his food with no shirt on or anything. So this goes back to what Cowboy said. Maybe dude was really on one or on something, you know? It's a possibility, right? Now, Nicholson said she heard Holder say to Hussle in a loud voice, did you say I snitched, before walking away from the rapper and two other men. So he walked away and said that, man. I don't know. I feel like this is a jealousy type situation because the fact that she was all on Nipsey's jock, like she was like, he's so fine. And, you know, they're already intimate together. Like they're together. It says in the story that they're intimate partners, like they're flings. And then she like, Nipsey, he's so fine and all this. And dude was like, immediately jumped out on some aggressive stuff. I know I'm repeating myself, but that sounds like some hate. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't know about y'all, but to me, it sounds like some hate for real. You know what I mean? Now, I think he used the snitch thing as an excuse. You know what I'm saying? Because he jumped out and said that. Now, when asked by Senior Deputy District Attorney John McKinney if she sensed the fight was brewing, Nicholson said, no, it didn't occur to me at all. So, same like Cowboy said. Cowboy said that, yo, he didn't think that any type of fight or anything would happen after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ended the conversation on, you know, kind of light, and there wouldn't be any type of altercation that he thought. He thought he never would come back blasting like that. You know what I mean? Now, Nicholson said she posed for a photo with Nipsey Hussle while Holder picked up his food. When they both got back inside the car, Holder told Nicholson to drive around the block twice. She testified. So he told her to spin the block 2 times, right? The second time she passed by the Marathon store parking lot, Nicholson said that's when she saw Holder loading his weapons. So basically, he told her to spin the block twice, and then he took his time to load his weapon. You know? Now, once, in quotes, it says this, once we came around the block, that's when I seen him put bullets in his automatic gun. Nicholson said, in quotes, it was the black one. When he was doing it, I said, what are you doing? You aren't going to shoot that out of my car. Then he put it away. Nicholson said, Holder then instructed her to turn onto Crenshaw Boulevard and park in an alleyway. She said Holder then took more bites of his chili cheese fries. Chili cheese fries sound good. Before he jumped out and told her to wait in the car. So he took 2 bites of his food. He's already jealous. He tripping because he ain't got on no shirt. He's wilding, dog. And he already told her to spin the block twice, and he cocked the gun. You know what I mean? Nicholson said Holder didn't seem upset as he walked down the alleyway. In quotes, it also says, I just thought he was going to get a shirt or something. Like, for real. From Hussle's story, she said. Now, they go on to say that a few minutes later, Nicholson said she heard gunshots. She said she was debating whether to leave the area, but was worried that Holder was hurt. So she thought that he was the victim of the shooting. Like, she thought she's sitting in the car, and when he jumped out, she thought he went over there to get a shirt for the Marathon store to buy it because he didn't have a shirt on. Weird. And she thought he was the one who got hit in this situation. You know what I mean? That's odd. Now, when Holder got back in the car, Nicholson said she saw he was carrying 2 guns, a black semi-automatic weapon and a chrome revolver on him. So he had 2 guns on him? Wow. She said Holder yelled at her to drive away from the alleyway and saw him put the weapons into a bag. She giving up all the evidence. Like, if his goose wasn't cooked, it's already cooked. You know what I'm saying? He's done, son. Now, also in quotes, it says, I wasn't even thinking that he would use it, Nicholson said, referring to the firearms. But, I mean, if you seen him loading up a gun and he told you to drive around the store 2 times, like, you didn't think he was going to do something stupid? And I know she's at a disadvantage because he's the one with the gun. So I'm not blaming her. Don't get it twisted. Now, Nicholson, who's the witness in this and the alleged getaway driver, testified that she and Holder had been intimate, but she only considered him a homeboy, who she was still getting to know after meeting him a month earlier. Nicholson said she didn't realize Holder might have been involved with the shooting until after he spent the night and saw reports of Hussle's death. You know what I'm saying? So she's basically finding out when they see the news that Eric Holder went out there and shot Nipsey. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. All right. Now, in quotes also, it says, I asked him about it again. He didn't say too much, and he went to the balcony, smoked something, and he went to sleep. That was it, Nicholson said. Nicholson will take the stand again on Tuesday. So this was yesterday, huh? In his opening statement, McKinney said Hussle, now that's the district attorney, said Hussle was in front of his store, Marathon Clothing, when Holder walked up and opened fire with a semi-automatic weapon in his left hand and a revolver in his right. So dude was shooting 2 weapons? It was a very personal attack, McKinney told the jury. Deputy Public Defender Aaron Jansen, admitting in his opening statement that Holder did shoot Hussle. That's what I mean. Like, his lawyer already came out and said, all right, he's guilty of the shooting. He did it. So we don't even almost have to say alleged anymore, you know? But he denied that it was premeditated. Hussle, he said, made an accusation against Mr. Holder that he was a snitch and then shot the rapper in the heat of passion. Now, they're going with that heat of passion defense, and it looks like, man, as these details come out in the court case, it's getting even worse and worse for the suspect, Eric Holder, man. You know, the driver, the getaway driver, the shorty that he was seeing, you know, she already turned on him. Like, let it be known, like, yo, this is what he did. These are the weapons that he had. That's what's going on. Like, dude, you're done. You're done. You're done. Like, it's over, man. With her testimony, it's over. They just trying to make sure if it's premeditated or not is what it seems. You know? KG, what up, man? Y'all hear me loud and clearly? Colorado, what up? Yo, y'all do me a favor. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. Now, as the details in this court case come out, we're gonna stay locked in and make sure we keep y'all up to date with all the latest developments, man. But so far, a lot of information coming from this witness. A whole bunch, man. Like I said, if his goose wasn't already cooked, it's done. They got video. They got the getaway driver telling on him. His lawyer ain't even trying to fight the fact that he shot Nipsey. So he's done, man. He's done. It's done. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like a lot of the things that Cowboy was saying were right. Yeah, were correct, I should say. Huh? All right. So let's get to our next story, man, and talk about this T.I. situation. So let me bring up something for T.I., man. We can't have Nipsey in the back. Y'all go ahead, hit that like button, run those likes up, man. Yeah. There we go. All right, so T.I. There was a shooting that took place outside of T.I.'s studio, man. And it's got a lot of people scratching their head. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to figure out what exactly went down in this situation. You know what I mean? As you see, that's the scene of the shooting right there, right? And we'll put that right there. And it was early in the morning that the shooting took place, too. So, man, that's why all that early morning stuff, man, forget that, man. Like, I'm talking about that 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. Don't nothing good happen at those hours, man. You know what I'm saying? And let's bring up this headline. All right. So, in this story, right here, a person was shot outside a Northwest Atlanta recording studio, police say. Now, at the time this story was published by the local Channel 11 News in Atlanta, I don't think they knew it was T.I.'s studio that the shooting took place at, right? But I'm going to be referencing a story from allhiphop.com where they talk about the incident. They say, man gets shot outside rapper T.I.'s studio. Now, a late night shooting outside of a popular recording studio in Atlanta has some people buzzing. Now, we know that Atlanta PD, they being overworked right now, man. It's too much hip-hop related shootings and things going on. They got Ricos all over the place with more to come, man. It's just a lot going on in Atlanta right now, even though they still, holding the rap game down. You know, feel me? Now, Atlanta police received a call about a person being shot early on Monday morning. Now, the police arrived at Super Sound Studio near Trabert Avenue in the northwest section of the city, sometime between 3:30 a.m. and 4 a.m., them horrible hours, to check on the victim and see if he wanted to file a report about the incident. Now, according to Channel 11 Live News, the victim told the cops he was in his car when another vehicle rolled by. He further said 2 men hopped out of the vehicle and began shooting up his car, leaving him grazed by a bullet. After shooting at him, the man fled the scene of the crime. So it looks like somebody pulled a drive-by on him while he's sitting out in his car in front of the studio. This had to be personal, Like, they had to be, and it said several men. So, they had enough ample opportunity to check and see who that was, Now, with all that's going on in hip-hop right now in Atlanta, this could be for any reason. And they haven't released who the person is. They classified him as a John Doe. Now, emergency medical professionals took the man to the hospital to treat his injuries. The John Doe is listed in stable condition. The shooting is under investigation by members of the Atlanta Police Department. Super Sound Studio, according to its website, is owned by Mr. Grand Hustle, Clifford, T.I. Harris, an Atlanta native. And it seems like, I don't know, T.I. did some really good investing, man. Opening up your own studio is smart. He's got his podcast, you know what I'm saying? He probably films it there. But it goes on to say that some pretty big figures have been there, right? Some of the people who have recorded in the studio, once called Silent Sound, are Justin Bieber, Skrillex, Jennifer Hudson, and Young Thug. T.I. or his team have yet to publicly comment on the shooting. So it looks like right now, this thing is unsolved, and they're still trying to get details. But in the other story, they said that Atlanta PD, they're working to try to find out who's responsible for the shooting. What's crazy is, T.I. is kind of an elder statesman. They ain't even no kind of. T.I. is an elder statesman in the rap game, bruh. Like, a shooting outside of his studio, it sounds wild, but it might just have to do with that person, whatever issue that he had in the street or whoever he was into it with. Because at this age, I'm pretty sure T.I. ain't got no ops out there trying to spin the block and shoot up the studio or anything like that. They just went for this guy. You know what I mean? Yep. Crazy situation, man. Oh, y'all go ahead and run those likes up, man. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, man. Go ahead. I see y'all in the comments like, I ain't gonna go with no conspiracies or anything on that, man. It seems like it was a situation about a dude who basically, who probably got into it with somebody and that was personal. That's what it sounded like, Or else I'm pretty sure T.I. has no involvement, So let's talk about this story. Man, if this isn't one of the worst stories coming out of the weekend, you know what I'm saying? So there's a basketball player from Harlem who was out he got home for the summer on summer vacation from school. And dude is a baller. He's a college basketball player. And on his team, he was the player of the year. Dude was a legit baller, man. Now, in this headline, it says, Harlem Angel, college basketball star, killed by stray bullet in rap video barbecue shooting that left 8 others wounded. Greatest kid ever. Now, that was a quote made by one of his old coaches, man. And what's crazy is this event was put on by a guy by the name of Rich Reimer. Now, you see Rich Reimer in the background there. You know what I mean? I know he's from Harlem, but I'm not sure if he was really with the Diplomats or not. I see the Diplomat shirt. I seen a Diplomat chain in some of his pics and videos. But regardless, he had dropped a video earlier that day where he's like, they weren't allowed to have the event or the music video shoot at one location, and they moved it to another location. Now, that location ended up getting shot, man, when somebody just started to let off shots. Now, to have 8 innocent bystanders get hit, you know what I'm saying? And one of them, a college basketball star, loses his life. Like, I really got a question, what's going on? Like, why, when it comes to these New York cases, it's always a situation, it seems like it's always a situation where an innocent bystander gets shot, man. Like, almost always, like, there's an innocent bystander getting shot in these shootings. I don't know what that says or what could be learned from that, but it's crazy to say the least. So let's actually dig into the story, man. Now, in the story, it says this. I'm bad. Now, I'm pretty sure all you heard about this so far, right? It says that rapper Rich Reimer pays tribute to Darius Lee after college basketball star slain at Father's Day BBQ. That's sad that it's a Father's Day event and cats can't keep the peace then, you know what I'm saying? One of Harlem's bubbling names in hip-hop made a tribute to the fallen basketball star slain in the recent shooting at his event. A 21-year-old college basketball star named Darius Lee lost his life after the rapper's Father's Day cookout in Harlem River Park near Harlem River Drive on East 138th Street, the Harlem River Drive footpath under the Madison Ave Bridge. It looked like a footpath under a bridge or something like that when I seen it. Like, the scene, that's what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? It looks like a footpath, But what's crazy is, man, the kid who lost his life was this cat right here, man. And for all intents and purposes, man, here we go. Dude was a star, you know what I'm saying? Star basketball player, and everybody said he was a good kid. He had a good head on his shoulders, you know what I'm saying? His sister and his family were talking to the media, and they were distraught about the situation, because he's actually one of the good kids, you know what I'm saying? He's doing what he's supposed to do, and he's at home. He can't leave the house, for summer break and just go out and hang out with his friends without something crazy happening. That says a lot, man. It says a lot. Now, Lee was one of 9 people. Let me bring that picture back up. My bad. Now, Lee was one of 9 people shot after rival gang members came by the event and shot it up. Lee was the only one to succumb to his injuries. Now, Lee was shot in the chest by the thugs, according to police. That's crazy, man. So they shot him in the chest, and he wasn't even the intended target? They were there to shoot somebody else on some gang stuff? It's horrible. This is a nightmare for any parent out there, you know what I'm saying? Rich Reimer placed a picture of Darius Lee in his story and sent his consolations, you know what I mean, to the family saying this. Now, I'm actually going to pull up the post so you guys can see it yourself as opposed to me just reading it. He said this. Right here. Now, in this post, Rich Reimer said this. My condolences to the family, keeping y'all in my prayers, prayer emoji. Forever D. Lee, dove emoji, and a blue heart, man. So, Yeah, it's a good sentiment. I'll say that much. But God, but man, talk about a tragedy, man. Talk about a tragedy, man. Crazy, man. So there's a lot of news coming out about the shooting or whatnot. And according to the Daily News, Lee was considered a Harlem angel and someone who made his community proud. His former coach, Chris Williams, called him the greatest kid ever, man. That's a large statement. The greatest kid ever? Excuse me. The young athlete attended Houston Baptist University on full scholarship and played a guard and forward for their basketball team, the Huskies. His records show he was set to graduate in December, and he had just come home to Harlem for the summer break for a few weeks. Officials from his school also recognized him as Houston Baptist Male Athlete of the Year after he led his team in scoring and rebounding their last season. Lee was such a great athlete, he was ranked 6th in the nation in steals per game. Dude was a baller. You know what I'm saying? His dad, Eric Lee, said, in quotes, Darius always said he wanted to be on TV. He got his wish, but in the wrong way and bad way. He didn't deserve this. So his pops, just basically said this is a tragedy all around, and he didn't deserve to go out like that. And I think everybody's in agreement with that, man. It's a tragic situation. You know what I'm saying? Tragedy, tragic. Man, my bad. And I hate to end on a dark note like that. But I like to keep these lives relatively short, man. 30 minutes to 45 minutes. But, man, I appreciate everybody who showed up and everybody who showed love in the chat. You know what I mean? So do me a favor. Make sure on your way out, make sure you hit that like button, run those likes up. Let's try to get 800 likes on our way up out this thing, right? And also, man, shout out to everybody in the chat who dropped your city. If I ain't get it this time, I'll get it next time. And with that, we out of here. Peace. Oh, man, I ain't even ended right. Let's get in our bag. All right, so do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace. Oh, yeah, and rest in peace to Darius Lee, man, the cat who lost his life. Horrible. Shout out to chat. We out. Peace.